And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, the Mage venue. And yeah, we start the scene in the chantry in the common area where Ava is sitting at the table, pot of tea this time next to her, and some probably like some cookies or something. Actually, she also like for once she has taken some of the a meal that Leah was making downstairs. She's taken it up and is kind of eating from one of the packages as she has several books open. One of which is a dream diary, and is just seems to be working on this Tibetan translation. That's yeah, it's just sitting right in front of her as from time to time she takes a sip or takes a bite and then starts mumbling those words, trying to get the pronunciation right and everything.
Yeah, she's not seen much of Nausica for a few days, actually, as is like not uncommon. Nausica just cloisters herself basically in her room, and yeah, that's what she's been doing. If anyone's disturbed her, they'd have had basically knocking to no reluctance. If they continue to like check if she's like alive, Nausica basically shouts at them to go away and tells them she's working. And yeah, that's more or less it. At night, the lights seem to be on in her room, and yeah. However, as Ava is just sitting and doing stuff, there is a scream of, or a yelp of joy from Nausica's room. And yeah, you basically hear kind of like sounds of someone jumping around in the room and just shouting, "I did it! I did it! I did it!"
Well, that even breaks through Ava's concentration, which is impressive. Um, and she looks up and walks over to the room. She's probably not necessarily interrupted Nausicaa several times to check if she's okay, but more like after the first go away, she would have occasionally, like once every day, just came in with like a meal and a bottle of water, just place it on the desk next to her, and then make the fuck out of the way again. And now she is, yeah, she's standing again for the door, in front of the door, and she thinks it's a time that she can interrupt since there is words and screaming and everything. So she knocks on the door.
As you knock on the door, there's a sudden kind of like, yeah, kind of like literally you hear like you can hear her like jumping on the bed, shouting, I did it, blah blah blah." There's a sudden stop, and there's a few kind of like steps, and Nausicaa opens the door. A very kind of like the normal face you see her with, very formal, definitely like no emotion. And yeah, she just kind of opens the door a bit. You see there's a purple butterfly on her, like crawling kind of like along her collar. Can I help you?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Why?
I heard shouting.
Oh, apologies. I something's come up good in work. At this point, basically from like the kind of crack in the door, or not crack, but like the open door, a butterfly kind of like flies out though. And yeah, basically just flies out and starts flying down towards kind of the common area. And Nausicaa just goes absolutely sheet white. And basically, yeah, just like kind of runs after it.
I was standing there looking at Nausicaa disappearing and then at the still open door and closes the bedroom door in case anything else walks out, wanders out, flies out, whatever, and hastily follows as she's getting more and more confused at this.
Yeah, Nausica's basically kind of running around. The other butterfly that was on her at the agitation has also begun flowing. Kind of has flapped away, and yeah, several other butterflies are kind of flapping out the open door. Finally
She
escaped.
closed
Oh,
the
she
door.
closed it. Okay.
Ava closed the door.
You hear Nausicaa like talking to the butterfly, literally just being like, "Come back, come back. It's not safe out here. There's a goddamn raven."
Ava
And she
will
just looks at Ava
enter
pleadingly.
the common room, and she looks a bit confused. What's happening?
You've got to help me get it back in. I don't want Misha to
Oh.
eat them. They're my pets.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, totally. I'll help out. And she actually disappears into the kitchen. And
Nausicaa's literally like on a sofa, like she's trying to get like near it, but she doesn't want to grab it. You know what I mean?
yeah, Ava will go into the kitchen and will grab like a bowl, and we'll actually put some honey in there, some sugar, and just some sweet stuff. Actually looks around if there's like any flowers in the kitchen. She will add some, and then we'll walk back into the room with she'll actually place like a cup on top of the honey stuff, and we'll place it in on the table.
You get the feeling that Nausicaa's kind of like jumping around and trying to like get to it. Is actually, I mean, it's a butterfly. It's not like doesn't have fear, but it's kind of like shooing the butterfly away, if anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if Ava actually has anything like animal kin or something like that. She does not.
I don't think it would work on insects anyway.
No. She's not gonna try and coax it. She's just gonna she's just gonna place the bowl like somewhere close to the butterfly, and then kind of takes Nausicaa by the elbow. It's like, okay, that's not working. Just let them settle down first. The more you're shouting, the more they will keep flapping around.
They're really fragile. I just don't want
Yes,
Misha to eat it.
I understand, but Misha's not here, and all the windows are closed because it's winter.
Okay. You see Nausicaa kind of sit down and like almost like well, she literally like sits on her hands, and her legs like twitching.
Just give him some time. So, would you like something to drink?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. Would you like something to eat? I have some stuff from downstairs. So she points at the table.
Sure, okay. And Nausicaa will take a plate of something stodgy and filled with MSG. I'm sorry I disturbed you. I just had a... Work has been going well.
Well, that's good to hear. You didn't really disturb me. I was just, well, trying to do some work of my own. So, what were you doing? Like, unless you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
Do you want to know?
I mean, why not? We have the time. She's looking up at the butterflies, who are like probably still kind of happily flying around.
Sure. You might find it a bit difficult to understand. You've told me you don't have a degree in physics.
No, I do not.
Nausicaa still kind of like raises her eyebrows a little bit, like she finds it just hard to believe. Well, there's a practice, or there's a particular set of programs in stock trading called scanners. They're commonly used. You can buy them for not too much. And essentially, they monitor market forces, uh, economic factors, as well as previous similar situations, and gives you a rough guide to whether a stock or a whole market is going to bull or bear.
Yeah.
Now, you simply can't just use these things. You have to be able to interpret them and use them effectively. But for anyone that wishes to trade stocks, they're an effective tool.
Okay.
I have tried over the last few months. You remember I was talking about you guys helping me with a ritual, an experiment?
Yes. Yes.
I've been trying to infuse, or at least create, one sympathetic to uh, basically my new awakened understanding, and infusing that into a program that can track the market way more accurately, that can harness the forces of chance and advanced prediction to trade 5% better than any other scanner on the market. This tool would give any company using it a considerable advantage. And my formulas and my program are working as we speak.
That is very good to hear.
It is very good to hear.
Well, as much as I do not fully understand, I am happy for you. It's good too.
In layman's terms, of what it means is I'm potentially going to be very wealthy. And obviously, any wealth I have increases our resistance to the technocracy. Also, I intend to set up a hedge fund to trade under this formula.
Isn't it also dangerous? I mean, the things that you're working with, the technology, isn't that also what they use to, try and find us?
Sure, but I've been careful.
Mm.
I've crafted a different persona, Anna Komnina. I'll be training under that name.
Yeah, I know you're careful. It's not that I'm saying that you're not. I'm just, yeah. I'm still thinking about what happened when we went to, that tea shop.
Yeah.
Kind of wondering if, like, since you said, well, since there was someone from them probably, I'm kind of wondering if it was her or if it was us. Like, if they found us or if they followed her.
I don't know. I imagine they have some way of detecting, but I also imagine the net has holes in it. Likely they don't know exactly who we are. Maybe they simply detected some kind of awakened potential.
Mm, maybe.
Either way, I don't believe it was her. I have
You
another
think?
proposal for you, LWoD.
Oh, you do?
You said you don't have an income or work.
No. Well, I mean, I'm picking up shifts with Lee now, but
Would you care to come work for me?
work for you.
If I'm
Is
going to
what?
set up a hedge fund, I may need assistants, secretaries.
I've never worked as a secretary, and as you know, I do not fully understand what kind of work you're doing.
If you don't have a broker's license, I can't employ you as a broker, but offices need running. You're good with people in a way I'm not. Ultimately, hedge fund management is about trust and about building up relationships with exclusive clients.
We saw how well that went with Miss Fletcher.
But you lied to her.
Yeah, that's true. I did.
And she knew you were lying.
Think so?
Sure. That's why she left. For the record, I don't think we should burn our house down like Julia wants to.
I think that's such a stupid idea.
I agree.
But I
There's a
also
very good
feel
chance
we
that it won't
shouldn't.
work and will only make the issue worse.
Yeah, but I also feel we shouldn't steal from her. It just feels wrong.
I agree we should not steal from her. She has something we want. We simply have to acquire something that she wants.
Mm. It's worth looking into. Actually, James is saying that his family knows or knew her family. Maybe he can find out more about what it is exactly that she's looking for.
Maybe.
It's worth a shot.
It is worth a shot.
Do you?
Also, the gentleman who owns the bookstore, he knows he
Yeah,
knows her. I believe if we are having any opportunity at a future meeting, we should do it through somebody she trusts.
true.
And I do not believe we should lie to her. We should inform her of our situation as best we are able. And we should be able to offer her something that she would want in return.
How do you want to go about that without, like, saying what we are?
I believe there's a way to speak that can imply things without stating anything outright.
Yeah, but that can be what's seen as a lie as well.
A lie she perhaps will understand.
Hmm.
I believe that she is in some way knowledgeable about what the Stone of Mu does at least, and that implies that she may be a mage herself. Or if not a mage, somebody who is aware of us.
I mean, the bookstore owner also knew that we were mages. We could simply ask him if he knows. Isn't he an information dealer? Can't he give
He
us
has
more information about her?
I asked him before, and he said he would not give out information about personal clients.
Hmm.
I believe we should approach her honestly. She knows the value of the stone, probably way more than we do. We know
Yeah,
the portal does something, but we don't know what.
it opens the passageway
To where?
to, well, the mountain.
And what is on the mountain?
There used to be a fort, but I'm not sure if it's still there.
Where did you see this, in your dreams?
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, it could all be a
Have we
metaphor.
spoken to Lee about it? This is his place after all.
I did talk to him about it, but not at great length.
Maybe we should ask him for more questions. If we were going to open a portal, we should at very least get his permission.
He said that the stone was removed by someone who used to live here. Stefan? I don't know anymore. I forgot the name. But he took the stone without permission?
He stole it.
I I'm not quite sure if he actually stole it or if but he took it with him when he left.
Hmm. So, we could ask Lee more about it. He may know more.
Hmm.
What do you think about coming and working for me? I would
Um,
happily pay you a good wage.
I wouldn't mind to work for you. Um,
I wouldn't be bossy, I promise.
That's not the problem. I'm still I still want to pick up my studies, or I want to be able to do something with my life that is not like this entire hedge fund and everything. This is your life. It's not mine. And whilst I don't mind helping out, I would love to help you out. But I do not want that to become my life. I have my own things that I want to be able to pursue. So I don't mind working for you, but I'm not sure if it would be something that I would be doing the rest of my life, if you understand what I mean.
Sure, of course. It will be a
Like,
great help, though. I would not expect you to be indentured somehow. If you wish to leave or pursue education again, perhaps I would be able to help you with that. Maybe. Wealth opens many doors.
true. But it also closes some others. But that's just a philosophical talk. That's nothing to do with the current situation. For now, I have time, and I I am more than happy to help you out, Nausica. I
Nausica
don't
nods.
necessarily need any payment or something. That's like, I mean, I still have my trust fund. Well, no, not trust fund. What do you call it? Student loan.
Of course, I would pay you. That's how it works. It would be illegal otherwise.
Or voluntarily.
As an intern? Maybe. It could look good if you wish to reapply to Columbia.
Exactly.
Well, either way,
How about this?
I'm gonna hire brokers, and I would like your opinion on them. You seem to understand
Okay.
people much better than I do.
Uh, Sometimes I doubt about that, but how about this? I will come work for you as an intern. Um, any expenses that I make on behalf of the work will be yours. So if you want me to wear a suit, stuff like that, any kind of tools that I need, I'll basically send the bill, she quotes, to you. Other than that, I don't really need any money, not per se. If we ever come to the situation that I actually am in need of money, we can always see what. Does that sound acceptable to you? He kind of smiles.
I think you misunderstand.
Hmm?
I want you to tell me when I need to wear a suit.
Okay. Okay, that is fine. But that still means that if I'm gonna do suit shopping for you, or if we're gonna do suit shopping, as soon as it's work related, I'm not the one paying the bill.
Of course.
Okay. Then that's all I need. I don't necessarily need any money. I see this helping out a friend.
Hmm.
Like with the butterflies. And she kind of points to at least one of the butterflies that's now sitting like on the edge of the bowl, kind of inspecting the honey. See?
Nausicaa kind of has like a weird expression. She's not like she looks a little kind of like shocked or maybe a little kind of like flustered. Yeah, sure, it's back. I mean, thank you. And she'll stand up quite
Mm.
abruptly, and yeah, with the two butterflies, she will go back to her room.
Do you
kind
want to
of.
take the ball along as well?
No, it's okay. You can keep that. Thank you.
She'll shake her head as she takes the ball and brings it back to the kitchen and cleans it. And yeah, we'll then turn to her studies.
Nausica, upon entering her room, delicately, basically, kind of like gets the butterflies to go back to flapping around. And yeah, she sits down in front of her computer with the many screens all showing positive results for the test runs with her new scanner. And yeah, she smiles. And yeah, once that's done, gets back to work. And I think we can call that a scene.
We can definitely call that a scene. Thank you, Play, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And see you on another episode of Living World of Darkness.